Alright, we finally get to see what's inside. Wait, books, cameras. Wait, is this Taesan stuff? Wait, hold up. This guy knew that Taesan fell. I- Is this guy part of that group that keeps trying to find Sohei? Uh, um, I don't even want to know what he's gonna do with that. Oh, they're gonna see each other. They do. Oh, oh, the damn train. Dang, he's gone. Yo, I can't wait for them to cross paths. Wow, the way they started this episode was just mind-blowingly amazing. They, so far, it's only been 2 episodes. So far, they have not disappointed me. And I am so happy I decided to watch this drama and do reviews on it because to tell you the truth, after watching episode 1 and episode 2 today, I don't think I can hold it back because I need to express what I just watched and I need to express what I think is the situation and what's going to happen in future episodes. So, yeah, amazing. So, at the beginning of this episode, we got to see what was inside that suitcase. What was so important in that suitcase that Sohei told, well, she tried to tell Taesu to not open it because if he does, they're doomed. We got to see it, and we see books, we see a camera lens, a key, a phone, and it's like, wait, what? That's your doom? And when I saw that scene, I'm like, wait a minute, isn't that Taesan's stuff? Because he's the only person I know that still uses a film camera. And turns out it is. Is this his stuff? And to tell you the truth, I don't know what to think of that. Like, isn't that suitcase from the future? And why is his stuff in there? Yeah, that's one question I got. But he found a phone and he looked through it and he sees this unknown caller. And it turns out that it was some guy who kept calling Taesan, and for some reason this guy knew that Taesan fell and asked him if he was okay. So when Taesu picked up the phone and answered the call, yeah, he was trying to hide the fact that he wasn't Taesan. So at that point, the guy, well, what we thought the guy knew, well, he didn't know that it wasn't Taesan, but he just answered some of the questions and he asked for a key. And he said, do you have the key? And then it's okay, keep it safe. But then by the end of the call, he said, well, the other guy who called Taesan's phone was, you're not Taesan, are you? And then hangs up. I have another question. Was Taesan part of this group? Did he had an agreement with this group? And is it the same group that who's going after Sohei and trying to, I guess, kill her and knows that people are time traveling? Is that the same group? It seems like it. Now, when Taesu got home, there was a report that someone broke in and stuff like that. And he said that, the reason why it's a mess because, he made it that way and it's his way of being organized. But then when he saw his painting, he put it upside down for a reason. Then he asked someone to take down the painting, and on the wall, there was writing on it saying that, don't look for your brother. If you do, you'll die. I have another question. The connection with his brother and this mysterious group, I still don't know what's the main plot, but I do know that if the story is written well, and I hope it is, I'm pretty sure we're going to be surprised and shocked when we find out in future episodes, because this has just been amazing. Then afterwards, Taesu took the film inside the camera and developed them. What he found out was pretty interesting, and I also find it interesting too, was the pictures looked like they were taken recently, like after Taesan died. And there were pictures of, I think there was a picture of him in the field. That was just what, like a day ago or 2 days ago. Oh no, wait, the meeting was 2 days ago. So that was definitely after Tae-san died. And on the field, I think that was just like maybe less than 24 hours ago. And then we see another picture of him and his future wife. And at that point, he's not even married yet. And Tae-soo, he's even confused. But then we get a scene of him and his future wife and his Sohei. That's something I should have expected it, but I'm still shocked. And she got shot by some mysterious guy. And the guy with the gun asks, "You're gonna choose." And then Sohei says no. And then out of nowhere, we see the gun being shot. We don't know who got, well, I think it's pretty obvious who got shot. It was Tae-soo. But here's my guess. I think because the death of Tae-soo, it changed society. It changed the world that we live in, which is the world that Sohei lives in now in the future. Because remember that one scene where she was outside with her dad wearing the mask and he said, "Hey, don't breathe." It looks like a post-apocalyptic world, and it looks like a world with no technology. And Tae-soo, he's this famous engineer who developed amazing technology, and I think it's because of after his death, society kind of changed a bit. That's my theory. And I think the organization that she's in the future, they're trying to change their future so Tae-soo doesn't die. Again, that's my theory. So we see this mystery group trying to find Sohei. They even went to the restaurant owner and asked, well, they're known as the Immigration Control Bureau. Immigration as in people coming from the future. I think that's pretty obvious. So they asked the restaurant owner to know if they know about this mysterious girl. Obviously, he kind of doesn't know, but then in the end, they kind of killed him, which, damn. And then they wind up at that dude's apartment, and then they start fighting with Sohei. Awesome fight scene. But then it ended up with Sohei and the other guy in the trash. And oh man, that one scene with the middle finger that she pulled up. I'm like, yo, like for some reason, it shouldn't be surprising. Like it's not. But at the same time, when she did it, it's kind of cute. You know, if she flipped me off, I'll say thank you, because that was pretty cute. Now, for Tae-soo, he went back to his old spot where he started his quantum and something. I can't remember the name of his company, but it's where he started his thing. He went back. He see Tae-san. It's just an illusion. He's not alive. But what got me questioning, is he alive or not? Because when he got the phone call from the dude who called earlier who wants the key, and yeah, we found out that it was for a safe, he told Tae-soo that Tae-san is alive. And I'm like, then what's with they found a body. Well, it could have been a fake body, but in episode 1, they found a body where they couldn't even recognize that was Tae-san. And I'm pretty sure they did a DNA test, so it could be him, but it could be a fake body though. So is he alive or not? So in the end, with the phone call between the mystery guy and Tae-soo, he wanted the key and he sent his goons after him, and then Tae-soo created a explosion to try to run away, but he got caught and he got taken to their headquarters, got questioned, but then one guy pointed a gun at his head, shot him, and then he winds up at home. I'm like, what's going on? And then towards the end of the episode, they wind up at the train station. So, oh yeah, and also Tae-soo and Sohei almost crossed paths. I mean, they saw each other for like a second before the train came by, but then he was gone and she was still there. And yo, I'm waiting for them to cross paths because I want to know what's going to happen. I don't know if Sohei is going to tell him that she's his future wife. I don't think so. That's going to change the future. That's going to change how things end up, right? But it will help to change her future. But unless this is the type of time traveling where if you try to change the future, you're not changing your own future. You're just creating another timeline where Tae-soo never died. And when she goes back home, she's still living in the world and timeline where he does die. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much it on this episode. Yo, again, this episode was just amazing. The way they set up everything was just so good. Like, it wants you craving more. And, ooh, like, when it comes to time traveling, there are a lot of theories. You know, like, you could take it anywhere. And to be honest, I'm not even gonna guess where they're gonna take time traveling. That's up to them. I'm just gonna enjoy the ride, pretty much. So yeah, like, man, this was crazy. So again, yeah, I really do think that she's trying to change her future. So he still lives. But again, I mean, if they want to continue with time traveling, they could go with, hey, I changed the past. Now I'm going to go to my future and it's change, or change the past and it creates two versions of the future. One where he's still dead and one he's alive. So it could be that. The ending could be him meeting his future wife. You know, like maybe a year later. I don't know. It could be. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the episode. Yeah, I gave my thoughts and opinions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I hope you guys enjoying this drama as much as I am, because oh man, it makes me kind of want to wait for the other episodes and just binge watch the whole thing, but nah, I can't do that. I got reviews to do. But anyway, if you guys like my review, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.